This is the one-step sonar. It's in pretty good nick body-wise. It does need a bit of a clean. There are some scratches and whatnot around the place. That's on the leather. That's the sonar autofocus. So you can see there are some scratches here and there, but remember this is plating over plastic, so you have to be a little bit gentle with this if you ever toss it on the ground. Don't be worried about that. It looks like it's broken, but it's not. It's actually just the curvature of this edge. You can see there, that's a curve. The meter on the back works, but remember that when you're using a meter on these, that they'll be out because they were originally designed to take 10 photos in a cartridge, not 8, which is what the current versions dole out. So I'll just open it up for you. One sec. This is always easier with two hands. Sorry about that. You're going to have one hand holding the bottom, one hand holding this bottom, and then you lift from here where the angled, there's like a groove set in here. You pull up from there, and this sidebar catches and keeps the mirror and all that in the right angle to be able to take a photo. So that's the bar. You can see there's no rusting on the bar. The edging here, there is a little bit of damage in this tiny little bit of edging here. I don't know what that's come from. It must have already been there and I just never noticed it. But the bellows itself look good. There's no tears in the bellows. And if you see any flashy sort of glints, it's because there's like fine particulate in the plastic that or the rubber or whatever that makes up the bellows. So it's not holes, it's that fine particulate. The autofocus, with it down, it autofocuses. With it up, with it up, it autofocuses. With it down, you can manually focus. And you can see it goes all the way one way and all the way the other way. So manual focus definitely works. I don't have a blank to be able to show you autofocus functioning correctly. Otherwise I would. As in a blank cartridge that can show you how the film comes out. But this was my primary shooter for a little while. It's in very good condition for its age and for what it is. And obviously it's a red button. The red button does have a bit of discoloration, which I can only attribute to age, and it's worn to the point where that button, if the instant camera guy could replace it, then that would probably be a good thing if you ever went to him for a service. So this is the other side of the bellows. I'll just show you that real quick. The other side of the bellows. Again, there's no tears in the bellows. That's one of the most common faults you need to look for if you're getting something like this, is tears in the bellows. The buttons all function as far as I'm aware, so this definitely does. I just pressed the button and dropped it out. Cartridge goes in there. And being that it's an SX70, if you need to get film, it needs to either have a neutral density filter for the 600 film, or you need to get SX70 film to suit this camera. The roller has seen a bit of better days. So you can see some whiteness on it. That can probably be cleaned up a little bit. But that's not entirely metal. If you were to feel it, like put your finger along it, you can tell that it's not actually metal. It's like a sort of hard rubbered surface or something similar. So you can clean it up a little bit, but ultimately any discoloration in that roller, it's not affecting the ejection mechanism. It just works fine. I never had an issue with it. Oh, there you go. Ejection, it does work. I must not have had the blank in there properly before, so that's it, trying to take photo with a blank. So that's the evidence of that working. And that's possibly the battery going flat. Oh, there we go. For some reason, that didn't eject properly, but that's okay. I don't think it's supposed to come out through there. I thought that was... maybe I'm dreaming. But regardless, it does work really well. I've never used a flash with it. So you can tell there's a little bit of dust around the place on it. And then when you need to collapse it, you again get it somewhere where you can get to it. You just push that bar in where it has the little arrow and you just collapse it. Push down on both sides, you'll hear it catch, and then press down on the top. That's it.